discovering mice, exploring their fascinating world. In the course of our exploration of the fascinating world of mice, we come across a plethora of marvels that have captivated researchers and those who are passionate about nature for many months. Mice, with their delicate structure and intricate social activities, are a perfect example of resilience and adaptability in a wide variety of habitats. In the course of this in-depth investigation, we travel over the landscape of mouse biology, searching for answers to the puzzles surrounding their physiology, habits, and the ecological significance of their existence. It is the mouse's finely calibrated anatomy and physiology, which has been polished over the course of millions of years of evolution, that is the driving force behind its incredible persistence. Mice, which belong to the order Rodentia, are characterized by a number of distinguishing characteristics, including their small size, their big ears, and their lengthened tails. Their fur, which can range in color from a glossy brown to a muted gray, not only acts as a means of insulation but also as a means of camouflage in the natural environments in which they live. Within their bodies, mice are equipped with a complex collection of organs and systems that have been designed to be both efficient and resilient. The digestive tract of these organisms, for example, is capable of processing a wide variety of food sources, ranging from grains and seeds to insects and tiny animals. During this time, their cardiovascular and respiratory systems collaborate to ensure that tissues receive an adequate amount of oxygen, which in turn makes it easier for them to engage in activities that require energy and make survival strategies. Mice have a behavioral repertoire that is as varied as the environments that they live in. This repertoire encompasses a wide variety of actions that are essential for their survival and reproduction. Mice show behaviors that are carefully adapted to their ecological niche and the evolutionary imperatives necessary for their survival. These behaviors range from feeding and nesting to social interactions and territorial defense. Particularly interesting is the foraging activity of mice, which is distinguished by their acute sense of smell and their agile movements. Because of these adaptations, they are able to discover and acquire food items in their surroundings in an effective manner. These resources include something as diverse as seeds, fruits, insects, and carrion. In addition, mice are skilled climbers and burrowers, and they make use of these abilities to get access to protected nesting areas and to avoid being eaten by prospective predators. The reproductive process of mice is characterized by exceptional efficiency, which is driven by the imperatives of evolution to ensure the continuation of their genetic lineage. In the first few weeks of their lives, female mice, also known as does, reach sexual maturity. They then begin their reproductive journey, which is characterized by many litters each year. Male mice, often known as bucks, engage in activities that are competitive in order to increase their chances of mating and to carry on their genetic inheritance. Following the completion of mating, the gestation period for mice is rather brief, often lasting somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 weeks. In the immediate aftermath of birth, young mice enter the world in a state of altricial reliance, meaning that they are dependent on their mothers for both nourishment and protection. The offspring of female mice are provided with comprehensive parental care, including nursing and grooming, until they are mature enough to venture out into the world on their own 2 feet. Mouse populations are considered to be keystone species in ecosystems all around the world, despite the fact that mice are very small in size. They perform crucial roles in the regulation of populations of insects, seeds, and other tiny creatures, hence altering the dynamics of food webs and the organization of communities. They are both predators and prey, depending on the situation. Mice also have a role in the distribution of seeds and the cycling of nutrients, which helps to strengthen the resilience and diversity of ecosystems. There are, however, some difficulties associated with the ecological influence that mice have. Certain species of mice have the potential to become a nuisance in agricultural settings, to the point where they consume crops and cause financial losses for farmers. Additionally, introduced species of mice have caused havoc on island ecosystems, where they lack natural predators and compete with native species for resources. This highlights the significance of conservation and management efforts, as indigenous species are unable to fight with the mice for resources. Mice and humans living together brings a number of opportunities as well as challenges, which calls for the implementation of rigorous management measures in order to reduce the likelihood of conflicts while also protecting biodiversity. The adoption of integrated pest management, IPM strategies provides environmentally friendly options for decreasing mouse populations in agricultural settings, hence reducing the amount of reliance on chemical pesticides and contributing to a reduction in environmental consequences. The preservation of habitat connectivity and the restoration of native vegetation are the primary focuses of conservation efforts in natural ecosystems. These steps are taken to ensure the survival of various groups of plants and animals. Natural predators of mice, such as birds of prey and carnivores, should be protected in order to contribute to the preservation of ecological balance and to limit the amount of human intervention that is required. In conclusion, mice are much more than just a nuisance or a subject for research in the laboratory. They are essential components of ecosystems all over the world, making significant contributions to the dynamics of ecosystems and functioning in a broad variety of ways. We can create happy cohabitation with these fascinating critters by gaining an understanding of their biology, behavior, and ecological responsibilities. This will allow us to protect the health and integrity of our natural habitats while also fostering a harmonious relationship with mice. Join us in honoring the profound impact of mice on our ecosystems and societies. Together, let's embark on a journey to understand and appreciate these remarkable creatures, recognizing their vital role in shaping our world. Please join our cause by supporting conservation efforts and promoting sustainable coexistence with mice in our communities. Together, we can ensure a future where mice and humans thrive harmoniously, enriching our planet with their presence.